All right. So took us a minute to figure out. We're just now realizing that on the live stream, people can actually tune in and see us before and hear us before we actually hit start recording.
Yeah. Our bad.
Who knows what the fuck we said last episode before we started recording?
Yeah.
The last two, because I think this is our third Blab I Am. So
yeah. If you're just tuning in, this is the first time we're kind of in our Halloween costumes. I'm tuxedo shirt Jesus. This is what are you, Rand Paul?
I'm a cross between Rand Paul and Kevin Love's new hairdo that we saw displayed last night, and what I thought was kind of a horrible outing for him up until he hit a couple threes.
Yeah, Kevin Love, horrible. We'll dive into NBA talk later, but yeah, if you want some Kevin Love hair opinions, it's gonna get real on the show.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna start with Stream With Us this week.
Yeah, it's we've been streaming Gilmore Girls on Netflix. We're up to episode 9 and 10. And I'm just going to say, I think for the first time, I'm kind of digging the show. It's finally they came with two like decent, like good episodes.
Yeah. It was the first two good back to back. I wouldn't say both were good, but
I think it's the two best episodes.
Yeah. So for the new listeners, watchers, streamers, whatever the fuck you are, we do a segment every week, Stream With Us, where we stream on Netflix 2 episodes of some show. Right now we're doing Gilmore Girls. We do 2 episodes a week. We just did episode 9 and 10 this week. Our good friend Jared White got really fucking into the mix this week.
Yeah. He sent a voice memo in. Let's check that out.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jared White here. First of all, I'm enjoying Gilmore Girls. I don't care if anybody has anything to say about that. Just let me know if you want a tango. Anyway, so a couple questions. Do you guys think that Dean, Rory's boyfriend, is going to turn out to be some big shitbag? Because I get a real greasy vibe off that kid. Also, is Paris, the blonde chick from the private school, is she just a complete fucking nut job or what? She's very bipolar acting, and a lot of the episodes, like, she'll be apologizing for some shitty things she did to Rory, and then fucking 2 scenes later, she's pulling some cunt-ass bitch shit again. So, yeah, curious to know what you thought. Also, love the fucking crazy neighbors that had the funeral for the cat. Those people are fucking awesome. And I love the grandparents as well. I really like Rory, or Lorelai's mom. She's a fucking... I just think it's funny when people are assholes to each other. Not me. Which I guess makes me an asshole, but fuck, that ain't no secret. All right, thanks.
All right, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, hits on a few things. I think we're all in agreement here. The grandma's like our favorite character, or for me at least. That's my favorite character of the show.
Yeah, I think so. She's the only one that's really worth, I guess, the stuff that she does is actually funny.
Yeah. What's funny about this voice memo too is he actually, Jared White's friend of the show, he actually texted me on a Saturday night. He's probably 32, 33, 33-year-old man. On a Saturday night, texted me. He's like, man, I guess I'm gonna start watching Gilmore Girls. And I was like, I was actually like binge watching something at the exact moment he texted me. I was watching Narcos, but he texted me and he was, the first few episodes were a little rough for him. I think with everybody, they were pretty rough, but throughout the night, he kind of got into it. He's digging the old Gilmore Girls, which is pretty awesome. So I think everybody, this is a good time to jump in. If you don't want to watch the first couple of shows, you'll figure out the backstory.
It's not like it's such a fucking deep, hard show. Literally every episode's the same.
Yeah.
Here's the rundown. Single mom. The dad, he lives somewhere else. He's not dead, we found out.
Right.
Another thing we found out is that the girl's 16 years old. She said that this week on the
no, he texted me 2 minutes into watching the show. He's like, they tell her age like first scene of the show. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I missed that one.
So it's just like single mom trying to make it on her own. I think that's like the first line of the actual theme song. It's like, gonna make it on their own, two girls in a town. They just run the whole fucking theme song. One of the worst theme songs of all time.
Oh man, I love it. It gets in my head. I think. All right. So basically, starting on episode 9,
Yeah.
we really get into there's still sexual tension building up. It's Rory and Dean. Rory has a dance at Chilton,
Right. Yeah.
and so of course she has Dean to go. Dean's like, I'll read Hunter Thompson. I'll go.
Well, he's like pitching a fit, kind of.
He's kind of being a little bitch about it, but
I
he
can
also
kind of relate to that a little bit, can't you?
he doesn't want to go to the dance, but he also like wants to see her get dressed up and try to bang her.
Yeah.
That's what 16-year-old dudes want to do. You're just like, shit, I guess. Okay, I'll go to the dance for like an hour, and then hopefully we'll get some like Mike's Hard Lemonades, and we'll take this party elsewhere. And it was pretty much what they did. They go to the dance. That Paris chick is there with her cousin, but it's like nobody knows it's her cousin, and she's just like all fucking just crazy and shit. And the dude from One Tree Hill is there too. You know, he's kind of fucking with Rory a little bit, and he tries to fight Dean at the dance.
They like get into a little shoving match.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
They're gonna have to throw down at some point this season, I think.
Yeah, probably.
I thought they were gonna fight there, and then Rory's gonna like get kicked out or something because she brought some like hoodlum.
Do you think eventually he's the like douchebag guy from One Tree Hill is actually going to like win her heart?
Okay, my thing on him though is he's gonna go make One Tree Hill at some point in this show.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to leave.
He's gonna have to leave.
They may kill him off, hopefully.
Like maybe like a drunk driving,
a car accident.
Yeah, I'm hoping they kill him up. I don't know. I don't think
his car gets hit by a deer like Rory's, and he dies from it.
I think he's meant for Paris. I think that's where that's going.
Yeah, she's like in love with them.
Yeah.
She's like showing some major titty in this episode. Did you notice that?
Yeah. She's stacked nicely, but it like they're alluding to like her problems at home, why she's a bitch. Like, oh, her parents are going through divorce. Oh, like she can't get a date. Oh,
she had to take her cousin to the dance, which is pretty fucking embarrassing.
Right. Yeah. And so, the dance goes down. Of course, there's a little dance drama, as in every dance.
Yeah.
We had our fair share of dances. None of us ever almost got in a fight at a dance.
Not that I can remember. I don't remember any fights at any dances in high school.
I remember in 7th grade, there's this dance, and this really popular guy, this guy, like, he would be like the One Tree Hill guy on this show. And, he started crying at the dance because his girlfriend was dancing with our friend Chub Rock, like the whole dance, and he just went in the corner and just started bawling, crying. It was just like this moment where everybody's like, "Dude, it was just embarrassing."
I don't remember that, but yeah, don't say the name. You'll have to write it down and show me. But
yeah, it was embarrassing. But that's the only like dance drama I've ever been involved in, and I wasn't involved in it. I was just watching it.
For dances, I just remember. Mainly that we had to get extremely intoxicated like before going in, and then we'd stay for like 15 minutes and be like, where to party at, and then go.
No, we were like, where's the party at? Oh, the hotel we were in, the whole floor too. Yeah, okay, in our high school dances, those
basically got crazy.
Dressed up, went to the dance, walked in, and just like we're just like, who's
danced
coming
once,
to the party at like our hotel at Microtel, and then we took it back there.
God, those got like, damn, I'm shocked nobody ever died in any of those. I remember
parties. Oh god, I don't ever remember like getting on a dance floor. I just remember we'd get dressed up and go. At one point, we didn't even bother like getting limos because that just would slow down the like.
Well, we had to spend our money like on other things for the party. We couldn't like afford the limo too.
Yeah, those parties were wild, but
yeah,
I guess that's why we never had dance drama.
Who needs a limo when you can just drink and drive all the time?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Gilmore Girls, one weird thing that happened in episode 9 that I couldn't gloss over. I'm not sure if you noticed this or not, but the mom, for whatever reason, they give her back spasms. I guess so. Oh, okay. So it forces like the grandma and the mom, Lorelai, to like spend quality time while Rory's at the dance.
Yeah.
For her back spasms, Suki St. James comes through with a fucking straight up pharmacy of painkillers in her purse. Did you see that part?
Yeah. Suki likes to party, obviously.
She's clearly a drug addict. I'm wondering if that's the angle they're going to take on her character. Is there going to be like a big pill intervention for her at some point? Because she was busting out. She was like, I got Vicodins, I got hydrocodones, I got Xanax. I don't know what else. It's like got some ecstasy pills.
It's Suki. You don't know with Suki. Suki's there to party.
Yeah.
And Suki brought the tacos and burritos and shit.
Yeah.
Suki's always bringing food.
She's just dropping by. Would be the coolest person ever to hang out with in that town. She's the coolest person in the town. She fucking can cook. She's clearly like a stoner. She's a fucking pillhead. She has like all the good drugs.
Yeah, the good produce, access to that.
The good produce, yeah.
So Suki, so we basically leading up to the dance happens, drama, whatever. So after the dance, they go to that goddamn dance studio that that they don't lock up.
Pointless.
That just to get that lady in each episode. I don't know why, but so Rory and Dean go back there and they decide they're gonna read a fucking book. Are they reading some Jane Austen bullshit again?
I think they're reading fucking poetry, which is even worse.
That's it. Oh god, they're reading poetry.
There's nothing worse than somebody who reads poetry.
Okay, so they fall asleep, and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning or something, and dance studio lady opens up, and everybody in town's going into the dance studio that morning to do yoga or they got a spin class. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but
it's yoga. Yeah, there's an old folks yoga thing going on.
Okay, so they roll in. Rory and Dean are just laid out on a beanbag. It looks like he had just gave it to her all night, but apparently they just fell asleep. Now, in reality, I think he at least touched a boob. At
least, looked at her boobs, down her shirt while she's asleep or something.
I mean, they had to at least, there was definitely heavy petting, making out. There had to be. They're not just reading poetry and passing out for 8 hours.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
Or maybe they stole some of Suki's pills.
Maybe that's how they passed out. Those burritos that she fucking gave him before the dance, fucking kicked in.
That was what's unrealistic. Rory would be like, "Oh my god, get that burrito away from me! I'm gonna have the farts."
Yeah, I don't want to have the farts while I'm trying to get banged.
Yeah, that was the worst thing ever too. Before dance, because you couldn't eat Taco Bell or something like that, or you were just gonna be like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah. So just to at least address the voice memo, what do you think about Dean? Is he like a shitbag? Is he a greasy shitbag, as Jared White claims?
I don't know. I really I don't. Do you feel like they're going that way with him? I don't.
Well,
think so.
I mean, he did in the next episode, in episode 10, when Rory is off at the Christmas party. Mm-hmm. He comes up to the window and gets busted instead of going to the front door. So I think they might be setting it up that he's gonna mistreat Rory at some point.
Well,
because he kind of treated her like shit about the dance. He was just I don't want to fucking go. Whatever. I guess I'll go. He was kind of being a little bitch about it, like we said. So I kind of feel like that might set up an opportunity for the One Tree Hill guy to snake his way in there.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna try to snake his way in.
Maybe a rebound, fingering or something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think Dean is a snake. I mean, he's a good-looking enough guy. He could be going and getting all kinds of chicks at the public school.
Yeah, if he was in the public school, he'd be pulling down major 16-year-old.
Yeah, his girlfriend's going to the private school. You know, he can do his thing at the public school.
Yeah.
So, is Dean going to be a shitbag at some point? Probably. I mean, that's just how all these shows are going to go.
Yeah.
There's going to be some kind of breakup drama, or he's going to fall asleep with Paris or something.
Yes. Okay. Happen. I didn't think about that. So that's going to be where the sexual tension is.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's going. I just know she fell asleep with Dean. Mom's pissed off. Grandma's pissed off. Grandma's just she's gonna be just like you.
Oh my god, the grandma's reaction is just so over the. Okay, I can understand if we're both parents, but we both have boys.
Yeah, so we just be woo, high five.
I don't know. I mean,
no, just kidding.
Maybe, but I would still be just as scared as Lorelai is about getting the babies, because if your 16-year-old child is having a child. Basically, you're just becoming a really old parent.
Yeah. Oh,
grandparent time is gone.
Right. Yeah. You're just You're just having a child late in life.
Yeah.
You're getting stuck with the child. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. No, if my son did that, I would just be like, dude, no, do not have a kid.
Would you like sit? I remember my parents did this to like me and my sister and like our significant others, like in high school and stuff. And they would sit us down, like even when there was not even. I was wishing there was like some sort of sex going on. There never was, but they were like sat us down and just be like, "We can get you guys on birth control. We could buy you guys." Did your parents ever do anything like that, or would you do something like that with your kid?
Man, my dad sat me down with a fucking banana and a condom, and this motherfucker tried to be like, "This is how you like put it on." Like, I was like, "No, Dad, I know."
There's literally we've all gone like and bought condoms and like laughed at the little like illustrations that they have on there, like when you're kids.
I think that's like the first thing me and you ever like did together was go like either steal condoms or buy. We were always buying condoms
For no reason. Sometimes we would like try to like masturbate with them.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is the
God.
worst idea ever. But you'd be like, okay, this is like kind of probably what sex with a condom would be like on.
I remember one time our band was playing this party at this college guy's house.
Oh God.
Which I don't know why they would be having us, but we were just like, we're just gonna be like banging all these chicks.
We really thought we were gonna get laid. We were like 15.
We were like, we gotta get a whole box of condoms because we're just gonna be plowing through all these chicks.
Oh my
Then
God.
we went, there weren't any chicks. There's like one, and
we played like
we just played
Weezer covers.
Nirvana covers.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. That's an embarrassing moment in our lives. But
Did you get to? You didn't get to stay the night though, right? Like your parents weren't that irresponsible. My parents were so irresponsible. They were like, "Yeah, you can stay the night, like at this college party. You're 15 years old. Probably let me drive to it."
Yeah, we were underage. I think Andy Kelly's parents took me and him, and I had to go back with him.
Damn it! They're gonna be just getting so much poontang all night.
No, at that point I realized there was no poonie gettings. It was just straight up like, y'all were just gonna be hanging out drinking beers.
No, I don't even think we got to do that. Like, I think like even that was like it didn't even happen.
Right.
But
anyway, so in a nutshell, that was episode 9.
Episode 10 was like the father had
this one shit gets real.
Attack of angina. And they were like, this is a good diagnosis. I mean, angina is a fucking killer. It will like straight up kill you. But
yeah,
apparently for him, it was good that it wasn't like a straight up heart attack or a full-on stroke or something.
Okay, so to start the episode, basically, Grandma disinvites Lorelai from her annual Christmas party that has these great apple turnovers.
Apple tarts, yeah.
Apple tarts. Okay, I was getting confused with a Curb Your Enthusiasm there. But yeah, apple tarts. So Lorelai's pissed. She wants these fucking apple tarts. She didn't really want to go to the party. She just wants the tarts. But Grandma disinvites her. So Rory goes to the party anyway. There's a little tension there. It's kind of weird. Grandma's making up excuses while Lorelai's not there. And then Grandpa's like, something's going on at his job. Like somebody else is like taking over the company and he's kind of pissed.
Doesn't really say what it is. He just has to call London, right? But it doesn't say like what the fuck exact. Somebody like changed a deal without his knowing.
Yeah. And he just like can't get a hold of this guy in London. He's kind of pissed off about it, and he goes to the kitchen and collapses.
Yeah.
So they call Lorelai, leave a message for her. They take him to the hospital. Lorelai's at the fucking coffee shop again.
Yeah.
Fucking coffee shop dudes.
Cock teasing the coffee shop guy.
Right. Yeah. Oh God. Jesus. Fucking.
First off, the star of episode 10 were those jeans that she had on. Tightest fucking jeans. Did you not notice this?
Yeah, she's looking good that episode.
She had kind of like a little crop top that was kind of showing she had like really like washboard abs.
Right.
Tightest fucking jeans on ever. Even my wife even came in and like commented on it. Was like, my God, like she's wearing the hell out of those jeans.
Yeah, no, she was rocking the jeans. She was just fucking strutting around at the coffee shop. She ended up getting the coffee shop dude. God damn, I keep forgetting his name. It's not important now because he just will not like make a move on her.
Yeah.
Coffee shop dude just like lets the customers lock up, and he takes her to the hospital.
Yeah.
To see her dad. And she's like kind of like looking back on the years. She's like, I just never had a relationship with my dad. So they get to the hospital. They find out like he has angina. Shit's gonna be all right, I guess. So there's like this brief moment where she goes in the hospital room. It's just him and her, and it's like gets silent. She's just like looking at him, and like she just wants to say something, and he's looking at her, and he just wants to say something. And then Grandma and Rory just like bust in. There's like, "Oh, Grandpa, you're awake. Oh, Richie Rich,
Yeah.
whatever." And so they don't get to like talk, like talk it out at all. And she's like, the coffee machine at the hospital is broken too, so that's like trying to get fucking Lorelai a cup of goddamn coffee. And then the fucking coffee shop suitor ends up going into the fucking nurse's
lounge.
Nurse's lounge, grabs her a cup, so everything's good after that.
Yeah, so that's like the rundown of what happens. Nothing like followed up with the school or anything in that episode.
No, they
this is like a Lorelai episode, basically.
Right? Yeah. It was heavy on the Lorelai like drama with her folks. I thought it was a good episode. I thought that one scene was a pretty good scene
with her going into the hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, into the fucking hospital room. Yeah.
There's no Sookie in this episode, was there?
I don't think Sookie made an appearance in this one.
No, this was a Sookie free episode.
Yeah.
But a Sookie will probably be coming hard in the upcoming ones.
I hope so. I hope they dive into more of like her drug use. Maybe like next time she's gonna be just talking about smoking meth or something. I don't know.
Dean is clearly gonna. I mean, he might not. I don't think he's a snake, but he's definitely gonna start smoking pot.
Yeah, because they were already setting that up with like he kind of has like long hair.
Yeah, he'll definitely like.
He works at the grocery store, which you've done. You know, like drugs are rampant there with the kids.
Yeah. yes, I know. But yeah, so I'm predicting Dean will get weed at some point. That's all I got.
Yeah, they'll dive into that. We gotta fucking move on to Empire.
Oh god. Okay, so yeah, next week episodes 11 and 12.
Right.
Stream with us. Whatever. We got though Empire. This was kind of like a little. I wouldn't say mid-season finale, but there's a World Series break for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What really?
It's hard for me to fucking even remember what took place in this goddamn episode.
Lucius is.
Andre's
getting baptized.
Oh, what's his name? Hakeem gets kidnapped.
Yeah, at the end.
That's like the big reveal.
The very end, Hakeem gets kidnapped. Come to find, Lucius is like hiring people to go fuck with the new Line Dynasty record label.
They're setting up like a little romance with Cookie and some Hispanic dude or a very light-skinned black guy.
No, he's a Hispanic.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. She got real turned on by the fact that he's packing heat. She's packing heat too, even though she's on parole.
That's like what they bonded over, is that they both were like just carrying firearms.
Yeah, there's like, oh, let's go fuck.
Yeah, and it's showing like in the next episode that they're going to be fucking.
Yeah, Cookie pretty much fucks everybody, but I thought another. I don't know if you caught this part of the episode. Was Kelly Rowland trying to drown childhood Lucius in the bathtub?
I don't think she was drowning him, but I think she was like, they're setting her up like she's like super OCD, like you've got to get clean, you're just dirty, you gotta like kind of one of those like mommy dearest situations.
Drown him because he's like, no. It's like she's dunking him in the water, so the baptism was like making him nervous. Andre's baptism. Yeah,
Andre's like come out as a huge Christian. He's like revealing all of his sins to everyone outside of the murder. So I just wonder how long it's going to take before he starts just like going to the FBI, because there's like a big FBI investigation going on Lucius right now. I'm wondering if
that big titty prosecutor dropped all the charges after he put the charred body in her car.
Not Bunky, but whose body was it? The guy that Andre's wife killed.
Yeah.
That like his right hand, Lucius's right hand man.
Right.
So yeah, that storyline's kind of like dead, but now the FBI is like investigating him, right?
Yeah. First, do they even like point out why the FBI is? Like...
I think it's still like the FCC violations, or like he's getting a monopoly on. They're trying to break up his monopoly that he has.
Yeah. It's fucking stupid.
The other storyline that's going on is Jamal is like in with like this kind of like artistic photographer that's like
the blowjob bandit.
Clearly Tom Green's like younger brother or something, because fucking looks just like Tom Green. He's supposed to be like what the fuck? Banksy type guy.
Right.
I guess he's white, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just imagine Tom Green if you don't watch Empire.
it looks
It's
exactly
Tom Green.
like Tom Green with the cock in his mouth.
Yeah, and he's just trying to blow everybody. He just tries to blow Jamal just in the hallway. And Jamal's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" He's like, "Come on, man, it's just a mouth."
He's like, a mouth is a mouth.
I was like,
it's like that's the mantra I know of many of my friends in high school. Once they graduated, that's like how
and they all have genital herpes. But it's and then he ends up blowing Jamal's boyfriend.
Yeah. On the fucking, like, I don't know how drunk they're supposed to be at this party, but he's just getting a blowjob straight up on Jamal's balcony.
Yeah.
While a whole party full of people are just right there, right next to the sliding glass door. It's like, you're clearly going to get caught.
That guy, he's just a blowjob bandit. He's just running around trying to blow people.
He wants to blow everyone.
Yeah. It was the weirdest, dumbest thing ever.
That's probably like what 50 Cent is talking about when he's like, your ratings are dropping because of all the gay stuff. It's like, you don't need the blowjob bandit in there to make the story. You don't have to actually show the blowjob scenes.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Otherwise, I'm kind of glad we're having a little break in Empire for the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting like, this was another bad episode. I thought, I wasn't feeling it.
No, this episode sucked. It was just really, really boring. It's setting up what I think is going to be a good second half of the season with all the kidnapping stuff of Hakeem.
I find that corny as fuck.
Oh, it's corny as fuck. Yes, it's fucking Empire. Of course it's corny as fuck. But just the fact that, like, he's like a tough guy while he's like in the kidnapped place. I hope it's going to be like kind of like Ransom, the old Mel Gibson movie where they take the kid and he just like goes crazy and starts like murdering everybody. And he goes on TV. He's like, this is your $1 million, but you're never going to see it, to like Gary Sinise.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that like Cookie, I think Cookie's going to be like the tough hero who saves Hakeem. And that's what brings Lucius and Cookie like back together. And she like joins Empire again.
I hope they cut off Hakeem's hand or something.
Yeah, they might. Yeah.
Well, speaking TV shows this week, you didn't watch Walking Dead. You know,
no.
Man, they
I know
killed a
somebody
major
died.
character. Spoiler alert: Glenn,
Like Asian guy, right?
Yeah, they haven't confirmed that he's killed, but they killed him off in a way that, like, if he somehow surprisingly makes it, then I'm gonna quit watching the show
because it would just be corny as fuck.
Yeah, he just fell into like this pit of zombies, and they're all just like on top of him. There's no way he's getting out. They're saying he's gonna make another appearance. I don't know if he's gonna come back as a zombie.
So he just got another show, basically. He's gonna be starting on another show.
Maybe he'll be on that show with Dr. Ken.
What's the the Asian like us
Asian,
or whatever?
Yeah,
whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, major character Walking Dead killed off. I mean, there's actually a whole podcast is fucking dedicated to nothing but Walking Dead, so we're not going to talk about it here. But
yeah,
but I'll bring up when major characters go, and Glenn, R.I.P. Glenn.
Yeah. One to talk about just like people dying. I watched the most fucked up movie of all time called Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah, you told me about it. What the fuck is this?
Okay, so I was wondering why this movie hadn't gotten any promotion. I'd seen Kurt Russell was like out doing like his own personal promotion, but there's no studio backing or anything behind this fucking movie. It's this Western where Kurt Russell's like the sheriff of this old Western town. Fucking Jack from Lost is there. David Arquette's one of the stars.
No.
Listen. That's exactly what I thought. So I thought I was watching it because it was just going to be so bad that it was good.
Mhm.
Fucking scariest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
It's about like these Indians that are like crossed between cavemen and like Native Americans that are like cannibals. And it sounds so stupid, but I don't want to like spoil it for everybody, but everybody check that out. Bone Tomahawk. Maybe you can watch it this week and we can talk about it next week on the show.
Bone Tomahawk. All right.
Dude, you're going to fucking love it.
Well, if it has Jack from Lost, I'm probably
Kurt Russell's the fucking star of it.
Yeah,
and it's a Western.
Where you're getting me though is David Arquette.
David Arquette is barely in it.
You think so many people just scroll past it when they see David Arquette?
Yes, because like when I watched like the trailer for it, it's like Kurt Russell, fucking what's the guy's name from
Matthew Fox.
Matthew Fox. Some other fucking guy that is in a shitload of the dad from Step Brothers. He's like one of the main characters. That guy.
I can take him in a Western though.
Yeah,
I could do that.
His character is really good. All the characters, not any bad acting in it at all. Even Matthew Fox is like his character is actually good.
Bone Tomahawk. I'll check that out.
Everybody check that out. It's fucking badass. What else? Are we gonna move from entertainment now?
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about a little shit in the news. I know there's been a lot of talk about like cops beating asses of African Americans.
Yeah.
Or shit, fucking people in general. Cops are kicking ass lately, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
But there was a schoolroom just fucking beat down this week.
Right.
It's making it, and of course, it just has to divide everybody. Like you can't just like take a normal. You have to either be like, oh, that cop that totally in the wrong, or you have to be like, nope, that girl's stupid. She deserved it.
It's 100% like polarizing.
Yes.
Straight down political lines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, so if you're a Democrat, you have to like be against the cop. If you're a Republican, you have to be against the kid.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, let's step back and like look at the situation. But what were your thoughts on it? You kind of a good amount about the law, I guess. Say you're representing that girl, or are you just like cha-ching? Or
in a lawsuit? Yeah, she's gonna win a big lawsuit. I don't care if she swung or what happens.
She didn't swing into him. What happened was she was chewing gum. The teacher told her to leave the classroom, and she refused.
Yes,
they said she was a new student, and like no one like knew her. She never talked to anybody or whatever. She's just probably smacking her gum. He's like, "Get out of here." She's like, "No, I'll just like spit out," and just refused. Well, the cop came in and fucking.
It's like the school police officer.
Yeah.
But okay, I know that like the video I saw, it doesn't look like she takes a swing at him, but that's what the police are claiming.
Right.
That he took a swing at her. So something happens. I can't really tell. Is there audio on it? If there's audio, I didn't hear it.
No, there's audio, but they're not like
saying anything.
She doesn't say a word. She just kind of like takes her beating in stride, like she's been there before.
God, so he just like yanks her. I don't think he probably intended to tear the whole desk down and like smash her inside the desk on the ground. I think he kind of assumed that when he pulled her, she would just like fall out on the ground and he would just cuff her and take her out of the room. But she didn't go willingly, or she was just stuck in the desk.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. So it looks really bad. Looks really fucking painful.
Oh god,
it's just this huge grown man just like tossing this girl around like a rag doll, who doesn't appear to really be resisting from the video, other than just resisting what
there's
he
a difference,
wants to do.
I think, between being a snotty teenager and not cooperating as to resisting
arrest.
She was not resisting arrest.
Well, first off, there was nothing that she should have been arrested for. That's the thing. Yeah. It's not like you can just walk into a classroom and just arrest a kid because they won't leave the classroom. It's like, yes, this kid's a shitty, like doing a stupid thing and should probably be put on Saturday school or something, like at the worst, like thing. Like, hey, fucking, I don't even think it warrants a suspension from school.
Right.
But to get your ass beat straight up in front of like the whole fucking classroom by a grown man, I just don't see how you can defend that. And the main line that you see everybody that's defending the police officer is like, these people don't like raise their kids right. It's like, okay, but what about this police officer? What about the fucking decisions he's making? This is an adult. Like, you have to be able to hold him accountable as well. It's not like the police officer can just do whatever they want if somebody's not doing what they say.
Right, exactly.
It's like you may feel belittled. You may feel really fucking mad. I can imagine if a teenager was just being like that obstinate with me, I'd be fucking pissed. But not to the point where it's just you're gonna beat them up.
Yeah. No, that's my thoughts exactly. I mean, I think I've heard other stories that they said this cop just would like terrorize kids at school and shit. Like, he's just been known for this. There's another video of him like using a whole can of pepper spray on some like veteran at some event. And so, and I don't know, he's just one of these cops. He's just ready to like beat the fuck out of somebody.
That's like one side of it. And regardless, it doesn't matter what his past is. It's just this incident. I don't know the other incidents. I don't think you can look at those other incidents and even take those into account when you're looking at this, because this just speaks for itself. It's like you're beating up a child in the middle of a fucking classroom.
Right,
like,
exactly.
You can't do this job anymore. You have to go do some other job.
Yes,
like,
you got to go work at like Wendy's or something.
Go
some Baconators.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can be somebody's personal security or something. Like, that seems more, maybe you can go be a bouncer at a bar. Like, that type of behavior's welcome, and I wouldn't even think you could win a lawsuit against somebody like that if they're tossing you. I've been beat up by a fucking bouncer at a bar just like that for like no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I even think there's instances where kids will probably do need their ass beat at school. Like, maybe if they're in a fight and they like won't stop, or
Yes, if
maybe
there's
they, like,
if there's
try
like
to,
something dangerous happening.
yeah. Chewing gum though, not one of the ass beating reasons.
I saw one of my friends talking about it. That's a lawyer in Oklahoma City. She's a juvenile attorney, and she was just and she made a really good point. It's like it's not like this is like a fucking insurgent, like terrorist fucking threat or so. That's how she's being treated,
Right?
as it not like she's just being not an agreeable teenager. You know, it's just doesn't make any sense to treat people in that way. You can't treat people like that way if you're a police officer and expect to have respect.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully this cop will lose his badge, but probably not, because
They put
the
him on.
police union is pretty strong.
Yeah, they I don't think he'll be working as a police officer, at least not there anymore. I know the sheriff says there's not going to be any formal charges pressed against the police officer for like assault or anything, which whatever, that's fine, but you got to just like realize you can't allow this guy to just be in the school anymore at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, well, the taxpayers are gonna fucking pay this girl. They're gonna pay for her college.
So yeah, she'll probably get like a several $100,000 suit. I don't know what her injuries were, but I bet they're pretty fucking bad. Because
Yeah,
I can imagine. I mean, just getting slammed in that desk like that, even if you just fell over in your desk like that and nobody even pushed you, you'd probably like be pretty fucked up.
yeah, and then to get a fucking knee in your back and fucking
Slammed or just literally just tossed around like just a piece of fucking garbage.
yeah. I mean, imagine if that was like your kid and you saw the video of a cop doing that. You would have like just the right just to go like go to Fist City with that cop.
Yeah, you should be able to at least like challenge him to a fist fight. I mean, you'd probably lose
That guy
looking
would
at just
beat
like
you,
how
yeah.
how much experience he has just beating. He practices like beating on children, but I don't know. It's a fucked up situation.
Yeah,
It's just how stupid of a motherfucker do you have to be to do that in a high school classroom where it's like, don't you know that these kids have cell phones?
yeah, exactly. They're all like, there's so many like different angles and stuff. They're all just like videotaping.
Yeah.
It's great. But you know, I mean, we could talk about that all day. But one thing that does need to be talked about is Terry Crews not having sex with his wife for 90 days.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, I thought I was in my mind. I was thinking it was 9 months, but right, it's 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. That came out in the news today. He said it made them have a strong relationship.
Probably. I mean, how long have they been married? Do you know?
A long ass time.
Okay, I mean, longer than like a year or something.
Oh yeah. No, they've been married for probably like at least a decade.
Yeah.
I think. But I don't know. I like Terry Crews a lot. I think he is. I think he has bad agents and representation because he takes on any role that's offered to him.
Yeah.
Just anything. And I think he's kind of like been ready to break out, and be like a legit star for a while.
Yeah. It kind of looked like Brooklyn Nine-Nine that was going to happen, and that show was going to be a huge breakout hit, and it was season 1.
And
Season 2, I haven't watched 1 second of it. I don't know why, because season 1 was so fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know why I lost interest in that show too. That is I think a lot of people like just forget to like start watching the show again. That's what happened with Empire. Fucking
Yeah.
season 2, nobody's watching that shit anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, Terry Crews, he just takes on small roles in movies. The whole thing about not having sex with your wife for 98 days, though, what were you? What did you think about this? Do you think he's like banging other women at the same time? Or?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know how he is personally. I only know him from his roles and a couple of interviews. That's really the longest I've seen him speak out of character. That little, like, it was a HuffPost interview, right?
Yeah, it was
HuffPost Live, the fucking worst show ever.
Worst.
We're like the only show that's lower quality than that show. That's like live streaming. But yeah, I mean, I don't imagine him to be somebody who's that like fucking around on his wife, but you never know. I mean, I'm sure women are fucking throwing themselves at him all the time. I saw his wife; she's like attractive, but she's not. I mean, he's pretty old.
Yeah, he is old. He's like super religious, though.
Is he? Yeah,
he's best friends with like The Rock, though. It's weird.
Yeah,
but I mean, I guess they just like work out together, probably.
I mean, I don't think I would want to go. I just would wonder, like, how much are you jerking off? Like, that's the question.
I asked him on Twitter. I said, "How much did you masturbate during these 90 days?" And he didn't respond.
He dodged you.
Yeah, he didn't respond to me. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. This is just a weird story to like put out in the news too. Like when you're ready to like, as I feel, break out as a star. Like I mean, I could see him like doing like a lead role even in like a movie.
I don't think he's ever going to be a lead because he's just been that second guy for so many years. But
President Camacho.
Yeah, President Camacho. And even before that, I'm pretty sure he was in The Great White Hope as like one of like the security guards. You remember that movie with the fucking guy from, you don't watch Friday Night Lights because you're an idiot, but
the boxer?
Peter Berg. Yeah.
The Great White Hype?
Oh, Great White Hype. What did I say?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Great White Hype with Sam Jackson and fucking
Damon
Wayans.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great fucking
It's a
comedy.
great boxing movie.
Yeah. Peter Berg, like last time he actually did an acting role before he turned out like 14 of the shittiest fucking movies ever made.
I think he was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine this season. I caught an episode and he was like the police chief.
Really?
Yeah, he had like taken it from the gay black guy.
He might be a producer on that show. Who knows? He produces a fuckload of shows. He's the creator of Friday Night Lights, the TV show.
Really?
That's why fucking that dipshit that was on damn it. What's that fucking show that was on HBO that we just watched season
True
2?
Detective.
True Detective. The guy from Friday Night Lights that was on True Detective was also the star of Peter Berg's fucking Battleship. That's how he got that role, and that's like why it was a big flop.
Interesting.
Peter Berg was the director and creator of that piece of crap movie.
Yeah. Another thing came out this week. I finally saw the previews for Aziz Ansari's new show coming up on Netflix. Are you gonna knock that out like when it comes out?
I was wanting to talk to you about that. I would love to do that, but I think maybe that should be our new stream with us.
We should wait. But it's
no,
so tempting.
I think we can go down to one episode of Gilmore Girls a week, one episode of that.
Okay.
Because we like blew through some good opportunities with Kimmy Schmidt. We could have fucking drug that. We could have like really dug deep into those episodes. Instead, we did like 10 minutes. Like, man, fucking the show that was cool.
It was great. We just watched the whole thing in the weekend.
Yeah,
Woo.
yeah. I think we should do a stream with us with that show too.
Okay, yeah, I'm down with that.
I don't know when it's coming out. Got to be pretty soon, right?
Yeah, it comes out November 6th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's perfect timing.
Yeah. Okay. So listeners, jump on watch the first episode of Aziz, November 6th on Masters of None.
Yeah. And even if the listeners are going to burn through it, which I'm sure they will, they'll still have fun hearing us talk about it one episode per week.
Right. Yeah. It looks really good.
If
you know that's really his parents? Like,
no.
He was just like, my dad like asked to be in the show when he heard that I was making my own show. And then he's like, so then I had to like convince my mom to do it. It was really hard. She didn't want to.
Yeah.
His dad was just like all about it.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that looks really funny. Everything he does is really fucking funny.
Do you see the story? He's doing the story with that Ravi something guy. Anyways, the guy that was in Transformers as the Indian call center guy.
I haven't seen Transformers.
I don't even remember this, but there's an Indian call center guy. That's like real racist, like role that he got. You know, he's like, oh, hello, at the call center. You know,
yeah,
had to do a thick accent. And Aziz was telling the story about how he got offered that role, and it was like a shitload of money for like just 30 seconds of work, basically.
Yeah,
and he was just like, man, no, I'm not doing this. I turned down, and he's like, then this motherfucker took it and like cashed this big ass check, but. He's like, I'm not taking those roles. I'm not doing an accent.
He doesn't have to. And I imagine that he's doing this Netflix show probably because a lot of the networks aren't looking to him as like a lead character, but he knows that like he has that following of people that will watch him online. I think he could carry a show, maybe not in mainstream, like on Fox primetime.
He's so good at social media.
Yeah.
And, like his following there, and like he's really hip to like what's going on and shit. Like, he's just like hanging out with like Kanye and shit. You know, he's just he knows how to keep himself.
I want him to do a cooking show or like a show where he goes and like eats all the food because you know he's like a foodie. He's like, obsessed with like eating good food, and I'm just like that would be a fucking good ass show to watch him do that because he's just so funny off the cuff. Like I don't like that he's like hanging out with J-Law so much now. I mean, unless he's banging her.
That's a weird. Is J-Law, Amy Schumer, Chris Pratt and Aziz like hung out one weekend. They were really making a short film that like
Yeah.
J-Law was fucking directing or something. My theory is that Aziz was just like, Chris, do me a solid, like do this shitty ass short film.
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna watch. I'm gonna try to bang Jennifer Lawrence. Possibly I'll fall back on banging Amy Schumer. But help me out here, Pratt. And Chris Pratt was just like, man, we're like best friends from Parks and Rec. Okay, I'll do this for you.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
That's a really funny group of people minus J-Law to like be hanging out.
Apparently J-Law's like really funny.
No
girl.
way. No way.
That's what they all say. I don't know
Okay.
if they say that.
I
just
think
'cause
they're
she's-
probably just like taken aback by how beautiful she is. And I saw when like they were hanging out and it's like the famous picture on Twitter where she's carrying him on her back. Because like he's so small and she has that fucking cutoff. She has like a fucking 8-pack now.
Yeah.
She's the fucking actress who's always out there talking about I'm gonna like keep my real body and I'm like fat for Hollywood.
No, yeah.
You never were fat for Hollywood.
She was talking about how she had to like she got fat for Silver Linings Playbook. I was like, no.
You were not fat at all.
Yeah.
She's literally in stretch pants the whole fucking movie. I know she wasn't fat.
Yeah, she had to gain like 20 pounds. Jennifer Lawrence, shut the fuck up.
Quit filming yourself nude on your phone 23 hours of the day for like 2 years because that's how many nude pictures
when all
came
those
out.
nudie pics came out, it was just so many of her that you didn't even get a chance to like look at them all. There was just
It's
so
like
many.
still coming out.
It's just all of them like just her just like topless like smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
every one of them.
Yeah. You are not overweight in any of them. I've looked at most of them.
Yeah.
So I'm like an authority on what your figure looks like.
Oh yeah. So that'll probably do it on the whole entertainment, pop culture for the week. Let's dive into some fucking sports.
Yeah.
Last night was just the night we've been waiting all summer for.
Fuck yes.
The
Finally.
start of the NBA season. It was so good too. It's just like it could have started any better.
Yeah. The Cavs Bulls. I started off like immediately. We live tweeted a little bit. Just kind of on a whim that game, and I started off like looking at the Bulls starters, and I was like, "Holy shit, they fucking are not going to be that good this year."
Yeah,
but then when
Noah's like off the bench now.
Yeah, when you saw Noah coming off the bench, I thought, "Oh well, fuck," because you looked at the Cavs. Richard Jefferson was like their like sixth man. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
Kevin Love was like a bust kind of last season, clearly a bust last season.
Yeah.
Came out this year rocking a new hairstyle, looking a lot like my wig right now.
It was odd. I'm surprised LeBron like didn't say something to him like, "Hey, dude, we gotta like look a little more stylish out here."
Yeah,
like I got an image to uphold.
Like LeBron has like the new fake hair on the front. Did you notice that? Right?
Even more new.
Yeah, it looks like even fuller than it was last season.
Last season, it looked bad.
He like openly admitted that he got it like plugs put in, black guy plugs, if there's such a thing as that.
I think okay, you're right. It did look a lot better. I guess he probably had it like touched up a bit because it looked awful like last season. You could see like where his real hair was, that little like mohawk patch.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Fucking male pattern baldness before he's even like 30. But
yeah.
LeBron, as usual, just fucking looking great.
God damn, he had a good game. But
do you notice he has Steve Nash in it on the
sideline?
sideline?
Yes, he's rocking the Steve Nash like when he's coming out of the game now with his back is all fucked up.
Yeah, he's laying down on the sideline, which is the worst sign ever. It's just like, hey, my back hurts. Pretty young for this.
Yeah.
You could see a lot of frustration in him, like for his team.
God, I mean, that team is not good.
Well, they don't have Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
And Kevin Love just refuses to be good anymore. Like that trade might end up being a bust, I think, for them. Losing, Wiggins could fucking turn out to be something.
Well, why do they have so many fucking big men on that team and like no shooter? I mean, okay, you make a good point with Kyrie Irving, and I kind of like didn't take that into account. With that he's gonna fucking be putting up big points when he comes back, but when the fuck is he gonna come back?
Didn't he fucking tear his ACL?
Yeah,
like in the finals. So that was only like 4 months ago. So it's gonna be at least
like
mid-season. All-Star break. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
In the East, they don't really have to worry about it that much, though.
I don't like. You're right about their big. I don't like how they use their big men. I don't like Kevin Love. He's just sitting out there jacking up threes.
They don't even use him as a big man because they fucking have Tristan Thompson. They have
worst contract ever.
Yeah, he
got
hardly
80
played.
He sucks when he does play. The only reason he put up big numbers last year is because it was Verjao was out. They didn't get Moskarov till the end of the season. He just put up big numbers because he's fucking out there just constantly.
Yeah,
and he was putting out like 10 and 10, and so he got like 4 years, $80 million. It's like, God damn it, worst contract ever. You're stuck with this motherfucker forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like how they use their big men. Me and my wife were talking about this. My wife's a big basketball fan, and we were just like, wow, Chicago looks great. Will they last the season with these players? Probably about a 95% chance. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they have Derrick Rose, anytime he even just like does a layup and comes down, you're just like, oh God, does he get to just fucking blow out his knee?
Yeah. And last night it like looked like iffy. He came up hobbled like the first fucking half. I think it was like the first quarter, and it was like, oh shit, here we go.
I thought he was walking to the locker room, and I was like, oh my God, already. But yeah,
he's already like rocking the fucking mask.
Yeah, he's a fucking broken orbital. Jimmy Butler looked great though.
His numbers he looks really good. You can't look at his numbers and judge him by that. He's one of those players where his numbers are not indicative of what he really does, but his scoring didn't look all that fucking great. But I guess they're maybe not going to need him to score that much. I don't know. They're going to be there at the end.
I thought it was stupid how they put Noah as the sixth man until he came in and directly like blocked a shot and like stole the ball at the shit. I was like, oh God damn, he puts like a little spark in. Like
he's a great sixth man.
Yeah,
he really is. If you can afford to have him come off the bench,
he's winning the award. That terrorist they have at power small forward,
Mirotic.
Yeah, Mirotic is he's pretty damn good too.
And that's what was amazing. It was like they kept rotating in all the big men. They're fucking all like getting crazy amount of fouls, the Cavs, and Mirotic was just fucking running game on all those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And it was just, I was shocked. The Bulls, their big man situation is good. Pau Gasol, he's not going to be the scorer that he once was, but as a defender, he's great underneath.
I love Pau on that team. I loved how he fucking went on Mutombo on LeBron on the last play.
Yeah,
he just fucking.
That was such a badass ending to that game.
And he's like, oh, I was like, fuck yes. Oh my God, I forgot like Pau Gasol was on this team, and he's just still like pretty good for his age.
Yeah, he's like a Dirk, where it's like he's not what he once was. He's not as good as Dirk, but he's not what he once was. But he's a fucking force to be reckoned with, like in crunch time.
Yeah. If you're a team like wanting to go on a playoff run, Pau fucking knows what to do.
Yeah, Golden State came out, fucking Steph Curry fucking dropped 40 and 10. Right?
I told you earlier, I was flipping back and forth that and like the last 6 innings of the World Series because it went to fucking 14 innings. And I love walk-offs, so I was like really hoping for that.
Yeah.
But I just kept flipping. It was an ass beating. Anthony Davis can't do it all. The Pelicans, every year we're just like, Pelicans, this is their year. I don't see it.
They're going to be fighting for an 8th seed. We're going to go see the Pelicans at a couple weeks playing Dallas. I'm really looking forward to see like what his game is going to be. I don't think they're going to come out and fucking be in the top 4 teams.
No,
in the West, they're going to be fighting for that 8th seed. They're going to be fighting against the Mavs for that 8th seed.
Yeah, the 7th and 8th seed. There's about 5 teams going for that in the West.
The West is just too fucking good.
Yeah, there's at least 10 or 11 good teams. It's ridiculous.
I don't know if Anthony Davis is ever going to be able to build that team into a championship contender, but he's going to be one of those guys that he's going to surprise a lot of people, and he's probably make a few appearances in the Western Conference Finals.
I could see that, yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be like stacking up fucking rings one on top of the other.
Do you think what are your thoughts about the Lakers? That's what I was wanting to get to. I saw Charles Barkley came out and said they're the 4th best team in California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I could see that. They're going to say in the NBA or in the West.
That was because and that's because the LA Spark isn't in the actual NBA. He said that they would give him a run.
Yeah.
The team is just so stupidly built. Like Lou Williams is a douchebag. Nick Swaggy P.
Swaggy P, yeah, fucking.
Did you see he's talking shit to Kobe in practice, and Kobe just like they were playing. It was like purple team versus gold team,
Yeah.
and Nick Young was like captain the gold team, and Kobe was doing the other one, and they were up by like 8. And Nick Young was like, "Yeah, well, man, like can't hang with us. Though." And then Kobe did like turn around 3, went to the other side, turn around 3.
Yeah, I saw that.
Scored 2, and he was like, "Game, motherfuckers!" Like,
Yeah.
he just talks like the meanest shit to his teammates, especially the young ones. He verbally abuses them.
He's just gonna come out and just take fucking 25 to 30 shots a game this season, I think. So I'm really looking forward to watching them, but they're a fucking train wreck. That's like why I want to watch them.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to the Lake Show and the whole Western Conference. God, there's just so much goodness. And
I think people are giving Oklahoma City a little more credit than they deserve. I don't think they're going to be like nearly what Golden State is. I think Golden State's far and away the best. Then the Spurs, for me, are probably the second most intriguing team. They have a shot at a title, I think.
I forgot they got Aldridge. God damn it.
Yeah.
I think they're probably like them and Golden State. It's going to be they're both going to win a lot of games.
And then Houston and Oklahoma City to me are about on the same level. Like Harden is just, I don't know. He's really got something to prove this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have anything to prove because if you don't fucking think he's like top 3 players in the NBA, you're a fucking moron.
He's really pissed that he won that MVP. He like really thinks he should have won it.
He's like, that's what I mean. He needs to come out. He wants to come out and show that he's the best player in the NBA. And oh God, his season, he's just gonna have a crazy fucking season.
That's another one. If Dwight Howard stays healthy, which he won't. Dwight Howard and Derrick Rose both. Houston and Chicago could both definitely be in the finals against each other if both those guys stay healthy.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen? More than likely not.
The East, God, it's just they're so shitty compared to the West that it's hard to even.
Yeah, there's like 3 good teams in the East.
Yeah, even say who's going to come out of there. Out of the West, I kind of feel like it's going to be the fucking Spurs, unfortunately. But
yeah, I'm going Spurs, Golden State.
I'm about to get online right now and get NBA League Pass because I'm just getting so fucking hyped about this season. There's so many good teams.
Mavs don't play till Thursday, which sucks.
I thought they played tonight.
No, there's like 3 other games tonight.
Yeah,
I'll be fucking watching every single one of them.
Yeah. But yeah, NBA, we're gonna be going deep on the fucking Mavs this year.
Oh yeah.
This is probably gonna be Dirk's last productive season. It may not be his last season.
Next year is the farewell tour.
Yeah,
where he's just gonna be saying goodbye.
He's gonna pass Shaq like. Probably this year, if he stays healthy all year, he'll pass Shaq. He'll become the number 6
He only needs 498 points.
Oh, I thought it was like 650
no,
or something.
It's in the,
yeah, okay. He's easily going to pass Shaq this year.
Yeah.
Even if he's coming off the bench, which I don't think he will.
No, that would have happened.
But they have nobody to start. They can't afford to put him off the bench. Yeah, the Mavs. It's going to be kind of sad. I saw ESPN was like running a big article today on like new players going to new places, and Darren Williams was actually one of. It's like, dude. Fucking just talk about LaMarcus Aldridge. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
that's like the only player that really is gonna make a big splash on like his new team.
God, we should have gone after him.
Hell, we kind of got fucked out of going after him. I don't think he would have. When the Spurs like showed interest in him, why would you go anywhere else?
If you're from Texas, though, like people are like, "Oh my God, Dallas is such a bigger market than San Antonio."
Who gives a shit?
If you're from Texas, it's the same city. It's just one's like really Hispanic and one's not.
Yeah, I mean
it's the same size.
You could say it's a bigger market, but I don't think he's going to get any more endorsement dollars if he was in Dallas and like pulling in the 6th seed than he is in San Antonio. He's going to be like the 2 or 3 seed.
I'd almost rather live in San Antonio than Dallas.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely would.
It's not like I don't know. It's not that big a difference. So if you're just like going off cities, I don't think there's really anything to debate. It was really like, do you want to play for the Mavericks or the fucking Spurs?
Yeah.
You see, Carlisle though is he's about to sign a 5-year extension.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they could really do something in the next 5 years. I don't think they're completely out of the. They're not going to have to blow it all the way up.
Right. We just got to see what Chandler Parsons does.
Yeah, that's like what's going to be kind of like shitty
one.
For us. I think we know what he's going to do. He's going to get like 18 and 7, like pretty much as an average, and he's going to be a good player, but he's not going to be a great player.
Right.
And anyway, so NBA.
So gun to your head, predict the finals.
God damn, it's hard to go against LeBron because he fucking makes it there every goddamn year out of the East. So I have to go Cavs again for LeBron in the finals for what, the 6th year in a row?
Yeah.
West, I think it's going to be the Spurs. I think the Spurs win the championship. That's my prediction right
Spurs, Cavs. All right, I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to go Warriors, Bulls.
now. Okay.
So you got Spurs, Cavs. I got Warriors, Bulls.
Yeah. Okay. That's either one of those would be reasonable, except for unless Derrick Rose
Yes.
goes to prison for this rape allegation that's against him, or if he goes down with more injuries, which I'm sure he will. But all he has to do is just be healthy by the time the playoffs come around.
Yeah, because they'll make the playoffs.
They're going to make the playoffs no matter what. Yeah,
they'll be a top 4 team regardless in the East.
Yeah, even if he goes out it comes out right when we're done podcasting, he's out for the season, they'll still be a top.
I know fucking NBA is great and all. We got to talk a little NFL. What were your thoughts on did you watch the Cowboy game?
Yeah.
Matt Castle, he's a gunslinger. It was definitely more interesting to watch than Brandon Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather lose this way than.
Yeah, he turned it over a lot, but it's you might as well have those turnovers. At least one of them was an interception on the 1, which was better than a 3 and out and a punt.
Yeah.
To the 20, which is what you got with Brandon Whedon. He never get a fucking first down. At least they can drive it down. He makes really bad decisions.
What the fuck was that with Greg Hardy's crazy ass?
I don't know. I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's up with that? That's just his normal fucking personality. He's a fucking crazy piece of shit.
Maniac.
And Des Bryant's a crazy piece of shit. They're both just insane.
They're gonna kill each other on the sidelines.
Who do you think would win in a fist fight between them? Greg Hardy? Yeah.
Greg Hardy is a legit serial killer crazy.
Cage
Des Bryant
fighter.
is just emotionally crazy. I think he's just bipolar.
But you told me you haven't seen Des Bryant's workout where he wraps his legs around a punching bag, hangs upside down, and does his abs leaning all the way to the ground and then all the way to the top.
No,
it's the most insane fucking ab workout I've ever seen in my life. And this was I guess in the off season that I saw him doing this. And man, I don't know if anyone could beat him up just looking at what his fucking body looks like. Yeah. It's amazing.
I don't know. Greg Hardy has a lot of practice on.
Greg Hardy might actually murder him, probably.
Greg Hardy would just pull out a gun and shoot him if he lost the fight.
Yeah.
So there's no way Greg Hardy
might as well just let him win. Hope he doesn't kill you in the process.
He tried to fucking just fight the special teams coach. Mid-game.
Yeah.
He hit the clipboard out of his hand.
It's just I don't know. And then his post-game press conference, it's typical
maniac.
Yeah, you think you're right, but you're just a fucking moron. But yeah, the Cowboys, I don't think they're gonna fucking be able to win that division after that game.
No,
it would look
they're not
like
coming back.
Maybe they could, but yeah, they're not gonna make the playoffs.
They need to win one game while Romo's gone,
and they've lost 4 games in a row.
Yeah, there's still one more game to go without Romo, or 2 more to go without Romo.
I think 1 more because Des Bryant's coming back most likely this week,
right? Okay.
And then Romo supposedly the week after that. But we'll see. If they lose this week, they may fucking shut him down.
Don't we have Tampa, Miami, and shit coming up?
Well, it's Philadelphia. It's Seattle next week, and then Philadelphia. I think the week after that.
Mm-hmm.
Both home games, I think. So Seattle sucks so bad. I don't know. Matt Castle's going to throw 5 picks against that defense, though.
Yeah.
I mean, even though that defense is not what it was the last 2 years, they're still better than every other defense that they're
gonna tear up Matt Castle. That's no problem.
Yeah, that's a given.
I'm first place in the Chance and Nabe Show Fantasy Football League, though.
Yeah,
fucking first by myself. It's pretty awesome, kicking ass. Our friend of the show, Carson, is just hot on the trail of catching me.
Yeah,
I just need to lose, and he'll take first place because he has 150 more points than anybody.
Yeah.
I have the second most points in the league, and he's still well over 100 more than me.
I'm just not out of the running for making the playoffs because my division is so crappy that I still might land in one of those top 2. I know.
It's ridiculous.
Point wise, I think I'm probably out of. I haven't looked at what the point standings are in my division,
you're out
but
point wise
because with 2 of the wins I had, I only had 60 points and shit. But yeah, fantasy football, I don't know. I'm just for some reason I'm just not really as into it this season as I have been in the past.
No, not at all. it's just I don't know. It's too everything's so hit and miss. It's hard to keep up with. I don't know. I'm really not that into it either. But
Yeah, this is like the least I've been into it in the last 6 or 7 years, probably. But I don't know. I'm really fucking looking forward to that Pittsburgh. Big Ben's coming back this week.
yeah, Pittsburgh Cincinnati game of the week. Chance of nature game. Who do you got for that game, by the way?
God, I hope Pittsburgh wins because I do not want the Bengals to be 7-0.
Yeah, especially with Andy Dalton.
I don't care what they do. They fucking can't win the playoffs. Marvin Lewis never wins a fucking playoff game.
Has he never won a playoff?
He's never won a playoff game.
How's he still have a fucking job?
Because taking that piece of crap team to the playoffs every year, I mean, it's pretty amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Just making the playoffs.
If you just look at their rosters, it's like they got AJ Green and then just a bunch of guys you don't want on your offense.
Yeah. I don't know. I had high hopes for Pittsburgh this season. I really like Mike Tomlin, Ben Roethlisberger. I love it like when he's playing really good. There's a cool team to like watch play.
Oh yeah, yeah. They got their number 2 receiver back, Martavis Bryant.
Yeah,
he's gonna fucking light it up. He's on my fantasy teams. Hoping he lights it up. He's got a touchdown both his first 2 games back. So
yeah,
yes.
It's hard to even dive. There's so much season left. I was like looking at the Cowboys schedule, and it's just like, God damn, there's so many games left. Like, so Cincinnati, I predict they'll still lose 4 or 5 games this year. I think this week I'm gonna have to go with Pittsburgh. I think this is gonna be kind of where they start falling off. I haven't looked at what their games coming up are, but they could lose to anyone. They could take a steep dive soon, and I'm predicting that they will.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be damned. That should wrap it up though on the old sports talk and do it for the show. If you're watching us on Blab I Am, check us out on Twitter at Chance and Nabe. Obviously, you know that because you are tweeting at us. Some of you,
yeah. Check out Barbecue Thug.
Yeah, at BBQ Thug. Check me out. I'll talk a little BBQ and maybe some other kind of some grubbins, delicious foods.
Big shout AM Podcast Network. That's our podcast network. You can check them out on Twitter at AM Podcast Net.
Yeah, Adam Mulholland. Check him out. I was actually checking out AdamMulholland.com.
Yeah, yeah, he's like kind of the podfather of the network. Check all that shit out. Check out my other podcast, State of the Marriage. You can check us out on Twitter at Podcast Marriage.
If you want to read something, check out MexicanTrump.com.
Fuck yeah, check that shit out. A little short fiction, about 15 pages, not too heavy. I've been slacking on the fucking part 2 this last week. I didn't do any writing this last week, so I had to pick that up. I should be done in a week and a half, I'm predicting, with part 2. So check that out. It's 99 cents. If you don't want to fucking do all that, pay all that money, that large fucking sum, you can email us at thechanceandnabeshow@gmail.com. Send your voice memos there. Send us an email. I'll send you the short story for free. You can check it out. You have to buy the second one, though, when that comes out.
Right.
What else?
That ought to do it.